Hi, my name is Terry Lee and from Sweet Pea Papers, and it's Friday, so that means it's another page in the page-by-page collaboration with Kyung Shotwell. Now, of course, all of her links are below. You're going to want to check out her video for Friday, for today. Then you're also going to want to check out her other great videos and her really good Etsy store, which has lots of digitals, and she also has some physical products as well. Now, today the prompt is envelopes, and so we're going to do envelopes. Now, I realize that the last couple days I've used envelopes in this one and in the one where I'm following the page-by-page collaboration with Miss Paint-A-Lot and Kyung Shotwell. I don't know why I keep saying her last name. Kyung is all I need to say. So let me take a look back here. See, you've done envelope here, I've done envelope here, and so because they're facing pages. So, or actually this is in our book. So we're gonna do an envelope again. I don't know why that keeps doing that. And so we're gonna turn this page, and we're going to be on page 26, which opens to the left. So everything we do is going to be to the left, which everything I calculated was to the right. And actually on this particular one, it's not going to make any difference. So yay me. It would be better if it was to the left. Maybe. Anyway, so we'll figure it out. I haven't done one like this before, and so we're going to do it together. And of course, you may never see this if it doesn't work out, and I have to do a different one. All right, so we're going to set this to the side because we don't need it yet. And these are the things that you're going to need. We may need this, we may not. This is embroidery floss. Just for maybe some ties on the top of a tag or a bookmark or something like that, but we may not need it at all. And you can of course use anything else you want, you know, ribbon or whatever. I've got some white ribbon too, so I never thought of that. So I'm going to move my pencil. So the kit we're using is, of course, you can tell by looking at it, it's antique papery. And it's called Wildwood Christmas Tale. Wildwood Christmas Tale. And I just love it. And it's got critters dressed as people. So that's one of my favorite things. And so we're going to, this is our page, or our paper. And we've got a couple of envelopes, and I've got a couple of spares in case I mess up. And this is a check-sized envelope. And then this is a business size envelope, and of course we're going to chop both of them. Or at least, no, we're going to chop both of them. So they're just going to start out as envelopes, and I'm going to cheat and make them into something else. So this is the kit. This is the papers we're going to use to put on the fronts and the backs of the envelopes. That kind of gives you a hint as to what I'm doing. And then this card here, or this paper here, I think I'm going to make him into a writing card. And this is a bear in a suit. You got to like that. This is a deer in a suit. You got to like that. So anyway, they kind of match. And so that's what we've got. So let's move this stuff out of the way and do our construction. So the plan is, and this is some ephemera that comes with the kit, and it's a bunch of little rectangles. Okay, ephemera, and I've inked them already, and I've already inked this page, and I'm using fired brick because it's not really a red, a bright red, so the berry colored one or the other red ones aren't really going to work. Sorry about that. Sorry about my big yellow sweatshirt that probably is going to keep showing up too. It's giant and it's keeping me warm. I'm freezing and my hands are freezing too. So anyway, enough of that. We're going to take the big paper clip off, and the plan is to have one of the envelopes, the big one, go this way. We're going to cut it off, and then the little one is going to go this way, and we're not going to maybe cut it off. We may not have to, except for the top. And then they're both going to open this way. So it's going to be like a little mini envelope stack. Okay, so let's cut this one off. We're not going to cut it off all the way at the top because that would make it hard to slide something down in there, which is going to be our writing card. So what we're going to do is we're not going to line it up to the bottom. We're going to leave a little bit of space. And so I've decided that I'm going to cut it off right here. So I kind of pre-measured that, but I haven't inked anything. So I'm not sure. My name is not sure. So we cut that off. And then it doesn't matter that this is one of the pointed envelopes. We don't need to glue this when we glue the paper on. That will seal it up for the pocket. If we were to put a little dot of glue there to close it, then our pocket would only be this wide. Okay? And so that's that. So what we're going to do with this envelope is we're just going to glue it on here like that. So we're going to have to ink it first. And I used this one, even though it was longer and I knew I was going to have to cut it off, but I used it because it was a white envelope and it's white on the inside, so that when you flip it open, you don't have to worry about the bank marks. The other one, this one does have the security stuff on the inside, but that's okay because we're going to chop that off. Off with its head. So now we're going to have to, since this one's flipping open, we're going to have to ink both sides of it. And don't forget to ink along here where you're going to see it. So here we go. The other day I was going inking and thinking, because I was by myself. But now I'm with you guys. So now I'm inking and talking and inking and talking. We're trying to keep talking anyway. So like I said, I haven't done one like this before. Oh, we're going to use magnets as well. I haven't done one like this before, so it's an experiment. Yeah, so I think that's everything, because we're going to cover it with paper, so it doesn't matter. We do the outside edge of this. Let me do the back side of this too, because we're going to see the outside edge of it. So let's do the front and the back just in case. Never hurts. Okay. So now we're going to glue it on here. Well, you know, if we took it to the bottom, it would be easier to make sure that it's straight, wouldn't it? Since we chopped it off. No, I don't want it to be all the way at the bottom. I've made an executive decision here on the fly. Let's bring it up just a little bit like that. And bring it in like that up against the paper. We're going to flip it over, and then we're going to glue it. Now this is not the gluing that's going to close that top. That's going to be when we glue the paper on. Now you don't have to go super crazy here when we glue it onto the page. That's what's going to, you want to cover this. Anyway, that's what's going to seal it shut, that paper on the inside. If you want to have some wiggle room to move it around, you better cover this pre-made stick, because it's going to stick right away. Okay, let's get that on there. Let's make sure it opens and closes flat. Okay, see, that's why we colored that, so that when we see it, we can see that it's colored. I think I just moved it. Let's make sure it still closes flat. Let's wait for the glue to dry. Okay, while that's drying, let's look at this one. Now, this one, when we put these little tags in, I want them to stick out. And I don't want to see this security thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it off even with the top of this. Okay, so let's do that. Let's put the plug back in our glue. Why don't we do that? Okay, let's move everything over here. Try to be nice and orderly. You know, I hate it when things go crazy and things are everywhere. Makes my brain hurt. You don't want my brain to hurt, do you? We maybe should do it just a little bit lower than this, just to make sure, because of this rounded part right here. So let's do it right below the rounded part. Let's try that. Then we don't have to worry about it. We've got it all just cut off straight. And then that will make a pocket. Okay, we will have the blue. I don't know, should we slide some paper in there? I don't think it's going to matter. If it does, once we paper it, we can still come back in and cover that with paper if we feel like we need to. Maybe we should. See, if we do one side, we have to do the other because it's going to flip out. I'm going to flip out here in a minute. So we want it to go across here, even with this one. And we want about a 1/2 inch to fold over to the back. It's going to be about there. Wonder how thick it would be. On the page. I think I want to score it. Let's score it and then see. Because it's going to go over the top of the other one. And we're folding it. We're not using the top of the envelope. Okay, this comes out to 5 inches. Right where we're bending it. This is 6.5. Yeah, we don't need that much. Let's just do a 1/2 inch to glue. And then we'll cut the rest of it off. Or most of the rest of it off. I'm going to leave just a little bit. That'll give us a little bit more than a 1/2. Just because that makes me nervous. Okay. So now we're going to this won't matter that it's open because we're going to glue it around the page. So use our bone folder. This is a really cool Teflon one that Miss Painalot showed in one of her live classes, and I went and looked it up online, Amazon, and it was really inexpensive, so I went ahead and got it. So you want the open side to the top, and then we're going to hook it on here. We're not going to glue it at the bottom. It doesn't look very straight, does it? That's crooked. That's straight. don't know how I managed to do that crooked unless I was holding the envelope crooked. This is why I got extra ones out of the closet in case I messed up, because we haven't done this before, you and I. Yeah, that was crooked. Okay. Let's try that and see how that works. If that doesn't work, we're going to have too many lines and we'll have to get another envelope. Let's hook this on here and see how it goes. Now that is straight. So we're going to put it about here. And then we'll put the magnet right in here. And that will hold both of them down. Okay, so let's flip this over. This is going to be a mess to glue, isn't it? We're going to want to glue it from this line right here. We might need to use a little bit more glue on this one than we did on the other one so that we can move it around. Okay, let me get it where I wanted it. That's crooked. I used the wrong line. Yeah, it's going to stick out a little bit on both sides to make it straight. Okay, so now we have this. I really just don't like that. Let me see what I can do about it. Let's see if that's going to make it crooked. No, it still sticks out a little bit. I don't think it's going to get any better than that. They're factory envelopes, and they're just not straight. So I think when you cut it off straight across here, it made it a little crooked. Okay, now the fun part starts. We're going to put the magnet on, or magnets, so we don't forget, because we have to do it before we paper the back side of the little one. Almost out. I think I say that in every video, but I really am. Need to get some more. Probably today I'll order some more. Okay. I've only got enough for maybe 2 more projects. I just use 1 per project, or you know, a pair. Okay, so let's open this up. Let's make sure no glue leaked through. Yeah, I think I checked this one already. So we're going to put the magnet right about here. Let's make sure it's pretty much in the center. I'm going to take our piece of tape, stick it down, make it happy in that spot. Okay, now let's close it. We'll flip it over to the back. Let's glue that shut. Okay, so let's find where our magnet wants to go. Right there. We'll tape it down there. That lines it up with the one on the front flap. They're going to be naturally attracted to each other if you have them flipped the right way. If you don't, it'll repulse it. And you know you need to flip the magnet over to get it to be attracted. That way they're attractive. Okay. So now that's going to hold the whole shebang down. So now we're going to have to start covering these. Now, this I got as maybe a bookmark. If we put a writing card in there, we could cut it off a little bit and add a bookmark as well, a writing card and a bookmark. So we're still going to keep this. Yeah. We're going to try to do the vertical envelope with this, because I really like this, and it's a vertical paper. So we'll bring that in just a little bit. Change the camera angle again to try to help, and then I want to make sure I stay in the camera. Okay, let's make sure it's straight this way. Alright, so top and bottom, here's the top of the envelope, so we want to come in just a little bit. Now if you wanted to, on this particular type of project, you could go even. You know what I mean, and cover the whole thing. And it would still look nice. Now we're going to do the vertical cut on this one first, because we may have enough room on the other half of this paper to do the back side of the envelope. I'm pretty sure we will. Don't think we need that again. So let's cut this on our line. There it is. Make sure it's straight. Paper, I mean. Then we will see, there it wasn't. And we'll cut it on the this is our paper. See, on our other side, looks like we're going to have enough to cover the back. Now let's cut our height. Guess I forgot about that. I was like, why is that so tall? Keep our scraps, you never know. Oh, it looks good. Okay. So we're going to have to ink it. Since we're custom cutting all these, we're gonna have to ink them all. You only need to ink the front of these. Sorry about that. I was inking and thinking. Well, you know, if you get to where you have sad thoughts or something and you enjoy crafting, then you can think about your crafting instead, and then you can be inking and thinking. It almost seems counterintuitive though, doesn't it? Because if you're thinking about something that makes you sad, however, you change what you're thinking about. It's called cognitive behavioral therapy. And I looked it up on the internet, so it must be true. Okay, let's glue this one on. And we're going to take a break because it's time for me to watch the Miss Paint-A-Lot video. put some glue on the corners so that we can mush it around and move it around if we need to. I mean, a little extra glue. Obviously, we would have put glue on the corners anyway. Okay, let's open this up. I know it looks like the flower should maybe go on the bottom, but in this particular case, the flower goes on the top. Well, that's pretty. Okay, I'm going to watch Miss Paint a Lot. I'm going to put you on hold for just a minute, and then I'll be right back, and we'll continue on covering the rest and finishing up with our cards and our writing card and our bookmark. Okay? All right, I'll see you in just a second. Okay, so at this point, we're going to take the other half of this page and we're going to cover the back side. Oh, you know what we didn't do is we didn't cut this edge. Well, let's do the paper first, because we did the paper first on this side and it's going to cut it really close. So yeah, let's do that, and the paper may come up to the edge on this side for once we cut it, because that was a mistake on my part. So let's do this. Which side do I want to cut off? Let's see. This side goes with that, so this goes with that, so let's cut off the other side. So we go here. We want to take this off about there. Then we want to take this off about here. And see, that'll keep our page going. And I'll probably put glossy accents on all of these berries. And I'll probably show you just one, and because we'll have to let it dry open, and I don't want to make you wait for that. Okay, so we need to cut this off at this mark. We want to cut this off at this mark. Hopefully will be the right size. Okay, and then we're going to have to ink it. Custom size, custom color. Of course, this part's probably going to get cut off, but we might get lucky enough that I can do it close enough to keep a little bit of the envelope showing. We'll have to see. Okay, so we're going to glue this on. I'm going to do it right side up, she says confidently. Now I'm not going to put anything on here. I like it the way it is. If you wanted to, you could put a pocket here and put the bookmark there. Make that narrower and put a bookmark there. She says. I kind of like that, actually. Then when you take the bookmark out, then you would see the guy. I'd have to print out another one of these pages, though, because I would want to make it a hidden pocket. So that's something you can think about if you want to do or not. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to leave the picture stand as it is. I really like it the way it is. but you could take a scrap and make a bookmark if you wanted to and put it there. You have plenty of room if you wanted to. If and you wanted to. The hand warmers are not keeping my hands very warm since I have them pulled back all the way. I need to take them off or I'm going to get them in the glue. I had them on while I was doing something else. Now, gluing this on like this is going to close that little opening in the envelope. You know, we're going to make... could put this in here, trim it off. I was going to put a card. I really would like to make him as a card for inside. I was going to make a template too so I could see how wide I needed to make it. And this has already been trimmed. Let's ink the edges of this envelope before we forget. Are you inking and thinking? Oh, magnet's grabbing pretty good. Which is what we want. Let's see if we can get that inked all the way down. I'm going to have to do some more on this side. I keep pulling it into where I can see it. I need to get my other reading glasses out. I have 2 or 3 and they're all different strengths. So I can do it at different distances. You know, like I have ones that I use at my computer and blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I'm going to do the writing card. I wonder if I want to put it in the top or put it in the side. I think if we put it in the top, we'd have a better chance of not cutting a whole bunch off. So let's do it in the top and then we can leave some of the cards sticking out. So let's do that. Let's lay it out flat. Let's cover this ink up before we drag our paper across it. It did that in the last project and I was very upset. Fortunately, we were able to cover it with the paper. So we've got this. Oh, we just want to trim a little bit off the top of this. Can't believe I forgot to do this. Hold of that little piece. There we go. And we just ink it a little bit. Look at that. We still have a border. You can see the white a little bit on this side, so let's ink it up pretty good. That way you won't really notice it. I'm not really sure how that happens. Factory envelope deal, I guess. I everything in its place and place for everything. You want to hold this open when you ink it. You don't want to get the ink on the middle of the other page. Okay, we've got both sides of this covered. And we'll need to make the writing card. Do I need to put a little more glue there? No, that's okay. We're going to need to make our writing card for here, or actually our tag. Looks like I got a little crazy with the glue. Let's use our other one. Let's see if we can. There we go. Get it open a little bit more at the top. Oh, that's what happened. We glued it shut when we, because of that piece. There was glue still across here that was damp from where that piece was cut off on this side, and it was cut off at that diagonal right there. When I glued this piece on there, glue was wet right here. You can see where it starts right there if you look real careful. So this glue right here glued this part shut in that little area, and that's what happened. So now let's figure out our writing card. Now we've got our glue, so we want to make him quite a bit narrower. Let's start here. We won't do the height yet. We'll worry about that later. I think I'm going to have to go narrower than that. Okay, we'll start there and see how we are. I really like this, and we're leaving everything white on the back, or all white here, so leaving them white in the back is fine. I may go back and do a little bit of stenciling, probably not. Let's see, that might fit. Let's see where we're at. Okay. Just about. It's the glue right here. See, if it wasn't for that little bit of glue right there, he would fit right down in there on the first try too. I need to get this worked out. It's just that the glue right here is still a little sticky. So otherwise that card's going to fit down in there. So let's see, how tall do we want him? We want him to stick out. Let's go that tall. Okay, now I'm going to round the corners on this. I like to do that on writing cards. Okay, let's see if we can finagle him in there. Oh, we have to ink him. Yeah, he'll go right in. Let's get him inked up. I can't believe we worked on the first try. Let's gonna jinx me, I'm sure, for something else. So now we've got to cover this, and then our little ephemera to stick in there, which is already done. So we shouldn't have too much longer to get this card done. It's so cold here. My hands are so freezing. I can hear people outside the window. It's my window, if you remember, looks out on the parking lot 'cause I'm on the first floor, but my apartment is partially underground. So my bedroom window is at ground level. And I can hear people out there scraping their windows on their cars. It's just freezing in here, and I looked and it's 31 degrees or something. And here in Seattle, that's pretty darn cold. Oh, I didn't ink the back. I think this color went really well with this. It's sort of a burgundy, even though it's called brick. Must be older bricks. Let's put him in here. That glue, I'm telling you right now. Now, did he or did he not slide right in there a minute ago? I think I did the same thing all the way down. We can always trim a little bit off this side right here if we have to. Yeah, it looks like he's only going to go so far. And then it gets narrower. I really didn't want to make him any more narrow. Now what we've rounded the corners, it'll mess our corners up too. Alright, for right now, we'll just put him in here like that, and then I'll fix him. Or we could just cut the top off and make it only go down that far. Even though it's a longer pocket, we could pretend like we only cut it that deep. Because it's definitely glued, you know what I mean? And so it looks like we're not going to be able to get it down any farther no matter what. No matter how much coaxing we do. So then if we make it shorter, then we can redo the rounded corners and we'll be fine. Where's my pencil mark? There it is. And we've still got the bear. Quite a few scraps. It'll be an optical illusion. It will look like he goes all the way down, and when you pull him out, he'll be short. Let's redo it on the back. Let's put him in here. I just got a little over generous with the glue. Yep, we got him right there. Okay, he's going to go like that. Now we need to take these papers, because it's a horizontal picture. Look at that. That'll be nice right there. So let's put that right there. And then if we wanted, we could take the top, because we're going to have the width. This one's already cut, so we don't have to worry about that. I mean the envelope, not the paper. I almost didn't mark the paper. I'm like, we got that. Okay, let's do our width first. Look at that nice piece we got left over. And all we need is this high. So we've got this left over, and that'll make a nice top part. I'll try to get the stocking in, but I don't think we'll be able to. We'd have to do some creative cutting. I think we could get the bottom part and have it come up, and then your mind will fill in the rest. Or if we do this bottom part, we'd still have the toe of the sock sticking in. I don't know, I'll have to think about that. Or we could use one of these other pieces for the other side. Something that matches this, which would be this. Oops. Let me look through here, see what we got. Oh, we've got a whole sheet. Got a whole sheet left over. Yeah, I don't want to use the pink. Yeah, it looks like out of the scraps, that's our best bet. And I actually have several pieces left over that would make good bookmarks. This one would make a good bookmark. That's about the right width, too. Okay. And that's how we cover our magnet. Make sure this is the right size. Yep. Guess what we're going to do? We're going to ink and we're going to think. Did I ink the top of this on the back? It doesn't look like it. Let's do it again just in case. I almost feel like I forgot to do the back side of this envelope. Looks like it was inked there. You know, we didn't ink it until we put it on. Do we want that on the front? It's kind of festive. I think we might want it on the front. What do you guys think? I kind of like it on the front. Let's put it on the front instead of the back. we didn't ink it. Were you guys yelling at me? Is that how I realized? Now, with me putting that extra glue on there to give me that extra slide around time, I could have pulled it off and inked it and then stuck it back on if I'd have realized right away, which I usually do, and then I say a bad word. So we've got the ephemera for this already pre-made. It came with the kit. So we're really almost done. This is like a check. For those of you that remember checks. Okay. Make sure our picture's right side up. Ooh, I just got that glue in a cut. Owie, owie. It must have been near some sharps. We all know the rules. We all know the rules. You guys didn't say anything. Of course, I was near the sharps earlier today. I was breaking down a box. All right. So let's put this pretty here. Trying to see what matches over here. We don't have any of the lollipops. Let's do the top. Okay. So now we've got that, and we'll stick our ephemera in, and then we'll be done. Where did I just mark that? Oh, got my hand on it. I had my thumb right on the line. Okay, and where was the width? Did I just cut it off? Did it not mark it? Okay. I probably cut it off just now. Darn it. Okay, let's cut the width off. Wow, that's really hard to see. There it is. I had to look for the shiny from the lead. Let's see if I did that right. Yep, that'll work. Letters are upside down, so I guess we have to put it this way. Yeah, because all the words are right side up that way. They're in German, but no mind. Now you'll know 3 different ways to do envelopes on a page. And they'll all be one right after the other, so you can go right into your book and say, okay, what number is this? 26. So it'd be 24, 25, and 26 are all envelopes. Glue this and stick our ephemera in, and then glue it to the page in the book. And then, like Miss P would say, Bob's your uncle. It'll be done. Okay, let's put it in there right side up. I wish I could have made this longer, but at least we got the bear on there. Okay, get this folding over with the magnet. Now we're going to take some of these, and remember it opens, so you're going to see it from both sides. So we're going to take some ephemera. We're going to put it in here. You'll be able to see it. Let's get one that's got some color at the top. There we go. Oh look, here's one with the bear on it. Oh look, and the Christmas tree. Let's make sure we get the Christmas tree in. And we'll put some others on the back side facing this way. And then you won't see the backs of the other ones. How about that? Okay. So you got your pocket with your card. You've got your flip with your ephemera. What do we got going on here? There we go. Just line everybody up. There we go. Okay. Then we open this. Then we open this. You know, I almost feel like something should go here, but I don't know what. We're running way over on time. Oh, look at that. What if we put that right there as another pocket? Trim it down just a little bit so we see that flower. Make another pocket and make another card. I think I like that. Yeah, it just looked a little naked there, and this big thing here will help. And where was our width mark? Did I do the same thing again? Did I turn right around, cut it off? I think I did, but I want to cut it off on this side. Now remember, we want this to be the same as the paper, not the width of the envelope. As my glue is slowly drying because I didn't put the I didn't put the flower back in there. Uh-oh. I think we still got it. Because I stopped right when I saw it just start to move. Yep. Okay. So, since we're running so long on time, and you saw me make this card, I'll just make another writing card for this. I'll either use some of the scraps we have, or, you know, I've got that one full page left over that I had printed. So I could use that, a piece of that as well. Either way, we'll get this pocket glued on. I like this big Paris sticker or stamp. Glad we got to use it. Okay. We only want to glue on 3 sides. And you don't want to glue too thick. I mean, you want it to stick, but you don't want to glue it too thick or you end up with the problem like we had up here. Okay, let's line it up. There we go. All right, very cool, very cool. So we'll have another pocket with another card. If we wanted to, we could stick 2 more ephemera in here. I wonder why he doesn't go all the way down. Oh, he does. There we go. That way it's just chock full of ephemera. Okay, so finally, because you'll see the card from the front, see? So we'll have this flip out with the magnet with all this ephemera in it. So that's going to be 6 pieces of ephemera. We're going to have 2 writing cards here. And then you flip this out, and we need to do something about that, don't we? I guess I didn't think far enough ahead on this. And we're going to need another pocket here. And another writing card. If I had realized, I would have done some of this ahead of time. So we don't want to go quite that high. Let's do a shorter pocket. Let's just do a pocket about this high. And that wide. So then I'm going to make 2 writing cards before I take the photo. I apologize. I really didn't realize about the empty space here. Just floating around. If it had fit this, if it had all been one picture, then maybe that would have been something different. But, yeah, not happy. Because we're already going to be at an hour. Since this is like an envelope stack, envelope stacks take longer than you think because you find places that you need to cover or that you need to do that you didn't realize until you got the envelopes on there. Okay, let's ink it real quick. Okay, now this has writing, so we need to do it that right side up. Let's get this glued on, and then we'll pretend that there are 2 more writing cards. Wow, I feel silly now. If you were brave enough to tough it out all the way to this long, and then I didn't have the 2 writing cards ready that we would need, I would be angry if I were you. I apologize, I really do. Just forget with all those flips and flaps. Last year when I did Winter in Victoria, which is by Antique Papery also, it's one of my very favorite kits, I did a super-sized envelope stack, and it was, I mean, I loved it. I loved doing it, but it was a nightmare. It was a nightmare to do. All right, so I like that. Okay. And we'll stick this piece of ephemera in there for right now. How about that? That'll give us something to... Look who's going to end up with her writing card. Look how fast she's moving. Except now I lost my mark. I think I see it, but I'm not sure. There we go. Bingo, bango. Scraps. You gotta love them. Okay. We're going to ink this one. I'm not going to round the corners on it because I'm going to round the corners on it. The Speedy Gonzales version of a writing card. And it's got writing on it as well, so you put it in the right side up. Or you could put it in upside down, I guess, because you can't see the handwriting or the writing when it's in the pocket, but if it was upside down. But then the person would take the card out and they would go, hey, wait a minute. Something about that doesn't seem right. Okay, so now we have this writing card. Perfect, nice, I like it. All right, so all we're short is the writing card for here, and I definitely don't have a scrap that size. All I have is a bookmark. Double check real quick. Yeah, no. Maybe. Okay. I'm going to cut just a hair, like a 16th off of that, just because it seemed a tiny bit snug. Now see, we are going to be done. I can't just not do it. But you'll notice we used up all the scraps. So we used 3 pieces of paper, or the printed paper, and we used up everything except for 3 or 4 small pieces and a couple of little shavings and whatnot. So that's pretty darn good. We used up all of our bigger scraps. Not really wild about the lollipops, so we'll put that part down in the pocket. There we go. All right. So now, once again, we have this with the 6 pieces of ephemera. We have this with the 2 writing cards that I'm going to ink on the back here, or stencil or something. Don't get me started, or I'll do it right now. And then we have this long writing card here, or bookmark, or whatever you want to use it for. And then we have our back page that is just an image. Okay? So now let's glue it in the book. I make myself crazy sometimes. And I'll do the glossy accents as well. All you do is just put a little bit on and wait for it to dry. Piece of cake. Okay. Let's make sure to glue it onto 26 and not onto 35. Make sure you get some good glue along the edge there. Okay, now we'll just put it in here. Nice fat page. Let's get it in here straight. Looks like the page is just a smidge long. Let me bring it up a little bit. There we go. Just a hair of white. That's all I wanted. Okay. And the fold is here. So we're going to have to make sure on 27 to not be so crazy, I guess. So that's our mini envelope stack for the prompt envelope, and I will see you in the next video, and that will be just a second for you and a day for me. Okay, bye bye.